Hi, this is Dave with SuspenderStore.com with another of our continuing series of videos all about suspenders. Today we're going to talk about women's suspenders, suspenders for women. A lot of people think only about men wearing suspenders. Well, that's wrong. Women can wear suspenders too, and they look great in suspenders. Of course, they can wear suspenders for functional uses, as men often do, for work, for even casual wear, or for physical reasons. But we're going to focus in this video on women wearing suspenders for fashion and style. They really look awesome and give you a really cool hip look. But what kind of suspender looks great on a woman or a girl? Well, in general, they're thinner suspenders. So they'll be worn as a fashion accent or to make a statement. In our opinion, they look great and they really help her stand out. So let's take a look at some of the types that we see very popular with women. So when we talk about thinner, we're usually starting with about an inch in width. So an inch is a very common width, and we'll show you a number of different really neat patterns that we have on inch-wide suspenders. So we have inch-wide suspenders in a variety of colors in both Y-back and X-back styles. Black's often, the go-to color. But we have about 24 different solid colors in the inch width. We also go a little thinner. These are 3/4 of an inch wide. Here's an example of a satin suspender. I don't know if you can see in the picture. I'm wearing one myself. It has a sheen to it. It looks like silk, but it's not. These are really great for stepping out in evening clothes. Now, 3/4 inches is maybe my favorite width for most women. It'll still give you decent support, but it's just a really nice slim fashion accent. Here's a burgundy pair. Beyoncé wore a pair of these, just like these of ours, in a People magazine shoot a couple of years ago on their fashion page. And then we go down all the way to the thinnest here, which are 1/2 inch wide suspenders. So we have them in a variety of solid colors here. We also have them in a number of sort of hot neon colors that'll jump right out at you. So once again, this is kind of the range of what we call thinner suspenders, going from an inch down to 3/4 all the way to a 1/2 inch, and we've got these in a lot of different colors. So now let's show you some neat patterns. So here are some examples of some really cool patterns and different widths that you can wear. So here are plaids. Let's talk about plaids for a minute. Plaids are awesome with a white blouse, a skirt, maybe even a pair of pants, but they really give that sort of preppy look. They can set off a lot of different types of outfits. These are some classic plaid patterns. We have a few others, but I'm sure if you see these now, they might remind you of different times where you've seen women with very cute plaid suspenders. These are all an inch wide. Then we have the satin that I was referring to earlier. These are just a couple of examples of the colors. We've got about 6 more. These are the burgundies and blacks. Now these are 3/4 of an inch wide. Now we were talking about the widths a moment ago, and mostly starting at about an inch and going thinner. But here are some 1.5 inch wide satins, and they can work well too. Vogue magazine did a shoot when Larry King retired. They got a bunch of our 1.5 inch wide suspenders and some narrow ones, but they chose a number of these. So they did a shoot with Larry King surrounded by about 6 supermodels. And they all were wearing suspenders. It was a spoof for Larry King and his love for suspenders. So they had 6 of these world famous supermodels with them. And a lot of them chose the 1.5 inch to show themselves off. Here are classic polka dots. These are very fun. Can go with a wide variety of outfits. Once again, skirts, pants, wonderful with white blouses. Here are the classic patterns: white dots on black, pink on black, and also red here on navy blue. So here's some other really cool patterns that women and girls like. So starting with your classic black and white, which will go with just about anything. Here are your standard checks, timeless. Then you've got options with stripes and zigzags here, which are kind of cool. And then as we transition to a whole nother area, animal prints. Women love these. We've got tiger here and a zebra, which is once again black and white, so it can really work with just about anything. But then we've got tiger and leopard here, which are really cool spots and stripes. So that's a quick overview of the wide variety of some potential suspenders for women at SuspenderStore. We think suspenders look great on women, young and old, and girls too. So try a couple out and see what kind of reaction you get. If you have any questions, please give us a call. Our number in the U.S. is 800-393-4508. Outside the U.S., 410-987-4212. And please like these videos, share them, and subscribe if you will. Thanks so much for watching Suspender Store.